Today I'm going to take you through the Harley-Davidson work that I did a couple of months ago. 3 deliverables altogether. One was a hero video, the other one was a cut down of that hero video, and then the third one was a teaser of around about 15 seconds. I'll take you through the teaser first, then the hero video, then the cut down of the hero video to show you how I did them. I'll give you a bit of a run through on screen about what I did, how I did it, what's included in the video, and so on. Let's jump in. The first one that I'm going to show you is the teaser. The teaser is only 15 seconds long. I filmed this downstairs in the kitchen, believe it or not. I had the shoe suspended on a piece of fishing wire, turning with the camera in front of it, and then I basically put it into the editor, removed all the background. I had it in front of a green card, so the background was easy to remove on the shoe. And yeah, made the teaser from it. So let's just watch it. I'll take you through it first. I'll play that one more time actually. So there we have it, super short, only 15 seconds long. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run through it piece by piece. There's probably not a whole load to say about this because it is so short, but let's run with it. So as you can see, first we go from a dark screen, the shoe comes straight in and it matches with the music. So I always try and time per beat on the music. So certainly with transitions, I try and time on the beat. So we've got a close-up of the shoe. The idea was to tease the shoe, not show the whole thing within this, aka it's a teaser. So the side of the shoe is being shown here. Then we're bringing the sole of the shoe in. It kind of looks like the camera's just moving around the shoe. That was the idea. And we're showing certain aspects of the shoe within the teaser. Now we've got the Harley-Davidson logo. Bam. That's the bit that people want to see. That is the part where people know it's Harley-Davidson. We're not showing it right at the beginning. We're not showing it at the end necessarily. We're showing it smack in the middle. So people, it's building up a bit of tension, right? So we've got Harley-Davidson, comes around again. Now we've got the front of the shoe, the laces, details of the shoe, right? So we're not again showing the whole shoe, we're just showing the details. In this one, you can see the Harley-Davidson logo as well. Then it goes to the back. So again, you can see the Harley-Davidson logo. So we've seen all sides of the shoe in this teaser, but we've not seen the shoe in its entirety. That was the idea. And then we end with the logo, Harley-Davidson. Now, one thing you might notice as well is I brought some particles into here as well. So it just kind of feels like it's floating in a bit more of a space, adds a bit of a different dimension to it, adds a bit of depth to it. That was the idea. You can see the particles, especially here, look. So see them floating? And then even at the end. So obviously when everything darkens off, you can see those particles. And again, it just adds a bit of depth to it. The second video I'd like to show you now is the hero video. I was told what captions they wanted in there. It's kind of like a script, really. They told me exactly what I needed to say. They didn't tell me so much what I needed to show from the shoes. All I needed to show necessarily was the 3 colorways that they've got within the shoes. So as long as I included the 3 colorways, they were happy. And I kind of just went with the script. So whatever the script said, I kind of tried to interpret that in the videos or the imagery that's shown on screen at that time. I'll play through it again and then we'll talk about it. Okay. So bearing in mind, I'd never really done a product shoot like this before. Certainly not downstairs in the kitchen. So this was brand new, and I think it turned out pretty well. But let's go through from the beginning again. So small points in this video that I thought were quite interesting. The idea of this particular sneaker, it's called the Rally sneaker. The idea of it was that Harley-Davidson riders can get off their bike, take off their boots and slip into these sneakers for like rallies and anything basically that they're doing that's not on the bike. So they need comfort, right? Now the idea is, you can hear at the beginning of the video, a bike shutting off. So they're turning the bike off. That was a subtle kind of point towards, hey, we're no longer on the bike, we're now in these rally sneakers. Hear that? And then it cuts in. So let's just hear that again. I'll move closer. And then it starts. See? Now you can kind of see with this video, you can see the rotation of the footwear. So you can see where I've probably had it suspended on the fishing wire. And there's a lot of that throughout this. I've also, to mention, I've also used a lot of AI in this. So see these words that are showing up on screen, breathable. So these were all words, like I said, that were given to me in a script. So I tried to concentrate on areas of the shoe that showed that. So this mesh on the side of the shoe here, that's kind of indicating breathable textures, right? Breathable fabric, breathable. Lightweight, the shoe comes up, it floats down like a feather, right? This is AI. This shot is AI. So what I did was I used reference imagery, put it into AI, and basically told it what I wanted, and it came out with this. So tried to make the type feel like it's on different levels, beneath the shoe and over the top of the shoe. I've gone with both the fill type and the outline as well, again, to show something a little bit more dynamic in the scene. So this kind of floats down. Notice how everything as well is timed to the music again. So everything's timed to the beat. These comfort, top and bottom, draw out on the beat. The shoe turns on the beat. Scenes change on the beat. Now this is AI. This, I loved this scene, and they loved it too. This was one of their favorite scenes in the video. They loved it. So you can really see the cushion on the bottom of the shoe. Now, when it comes to shoes, and when it comes to the fabric that's used, the materials that are used, when they're saying things like, it's all day comfort, if you're saying that, you need something to back it up. This backs this up because you can see the comfort of the sole, the squidginess of the sole, if you like. Squidginess, I don't even know if that's a word. But yeah, you can see it in the sole. That's squidging down. That nice effect as well. Let's go back to that. That nice effect. There, look at that. That is so nice around the edge of the sole there. Built Harley-Davidson Tough. Now, the background image or the background footage is what I filmed. The text is AI. So see how we've kind of got this Built Harley-Davidson Tough? That comes in the type. Everything was in the guidelines in terms of what I could use, colors and so on, but they wanted this Built Harley-Davidson Tough, and I thought, how could I make it look that? It just turns to metal, turns to steel. There you go. Supercritical foam. This is AI. Again, the little orange things going around the sole, that's AI. This is what I filmed. This is AI. So again, I thought, okay, how can we show how firm the forefoot is? Let's have the shoe going up onto the forefoot, right? AI. This is where I show all different colorways of the shoes all together in one scene. They loved this as well. They love how I'd done this. So we've got the gray, we've got the black, and then we've got the black on red as well. And they all knit together in one shot, which is great. And then we show all the colorways again at the end. going into the logo. Now they wanted a cut down of that, and the cut down wanted to be, I think, 15 seconds from memory, but it needed to include everything that I'd shown in that particular hero video that you'd just seen. So now I'm not working with 16 by 9, I'm working with 9 by 16. So this is how I did it. I'll play it again first so you can see. Here we go. There we go. So I'm just going to play that one more time. Okay. So I'll do what I did before. We'll go through it again. Let's go back to the beginning. Now see how that included all of the same content, just a completely different aspect ratio. The way I've got around showing certain scenes that were just shown on one screen before is I've stacked it. So like at the beginning, we stack. So breathable, lightweight, comfort, rather than being on one scene each, they're all in one scene. Stacked. Breathable, lightweight, comfort. We've got all those same shots. Now we've got the beautiful squishy sole shot, all day cushion beneath it. Supercritical foam. Same again, dual density, comes around to firm forefoot. That firm forefoot I thought was quite interesting because we only need to see the forefoot. We don't need to see the shoe in its entirety. So I've cropped the back end of that off. Also with this firm forefoot, you'll notice, well, I don't know if you did notice, but you might notice when the shoe goes up like this, the text dips slightly, almost like it's putting weight on the text. Check this out. There we go. So it's little things like that that I like to incorporate into my videos. I don't even know if they noticed that, but it's all just little subtle niceties, if you like, that I like to put in there, and I just have fun with it. That's the main idea with this stuff. Just have as much fun with it as I can. And then you'll notice with this section here, so rather than again showing all shots of the shoes, the different colorways on screen at once, I've transitioned over them all. They wipe across the screen rather than being static on screen. So there you go, they wipe across and you still see all three, and then they go straight into the back of the shoe where you show the logo. So yeah, there's ways and means of doing it without showing it all on screen at once. I did think, how am I going to cut this down and how am I going to put it into a 9 by 16? But I think I succeeded. And I'm pretty happy with it. They were happy with it. The Harley-Davidson stuff is probably the biggest client that I've had so far. Really happy with how it went. They're going to send me some more work over. They were super happy with it as well. I had a debrief with them the other week. They didn't have a bad word to say, which is great. I think a debrief's important because you really get to the bottom of the hardcore feedback if there is any. And you know what to do better next time, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Harley-Davidson footwear. This stuff's going to get posted on my Instagram as well, so you can check out the finished products there. Any feedback whatsoever, as usual, leave in the comments. Happy to hear it. Anything you thought I could have done better, anything you thought I did great, positive and negative feedback, I'm more than happy to hear about. If you love this stuff, like and subscribe, please. I really enjoy posting this stuff, so I hope you enjoy watching it. But until next time, I'm Ash, and this is Annex Motion.